Hello, thank you for clicking onto my channel. Welcome to Komodo Tai Tarot. Today we will be doing a reading for Pisces for the month of July, for the first week of July, from July 4th through July 10th of 2021. Today I have with me the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. I will be using this to do the reading. So without further ado, let's get started. So Spirit Team, what messages do you have for our dear Pisces for the month of July, first week of July 4th through July 10th of 2021? What can they expect in terms of their personal, finance, career, romantic life, the good, the bad, and the ugly? What do you have for them? What messages? So we have, which one is this? I'm so bad with Roman numerals. I think this is 4, not quite sure which card this represents. Let me take some time to revisit the book to see what this card is. But before I do that, I'm just going to draw the energy from the cards here. The messages that I'm getting from this card is that for July, you're in a state of contemplation. You're thinking about certain things, perhaps along the term of romance. I sense that a lot of what is occupying your mind right now is relationship matters, my dear Pisces. And you're not quite sure where you stand or where things are at this time. I feel like it's a long distance relationship, or if it's not a long distance relationship, but there's a distance between you and the person, perhaps some form of a misunderstanding, or maybe a different and different in perception and how you look at things, and this is weighing heavily on your mind because you really love this person, but you don't know if it's going to work out for you and them or not. I even sense that some of you have, even if it's a long distance relationship, have even been talking about coming to see one another, but it's been put off. It keeps being delayed and put off. As a matter of fact, some of you, select few, might have even made arrangements to meet up somewhere in the month of June, but that never came to fruition. And now it seems like you don't know if they're playing games or not. And some of you might even be in a or met each other online on Facebook and text message each other on Messenger that way. But everything is just like up in the air right now. You don't really know what's going on with them and with this whole said relationship, and I air quote that because it's uncertain with this moon here. The person can be from a big city, like New York or something like that, or Chicago, Manhattan. Massachusetts. I don't know why I'm just rattling off these different states, or even within your own state. It's just that there's been problems or not on good terms with one another, I feel, and you're quite that's weighing heavily on your mind. I showed you the card already, right? Yes. So let me refer to the book because I forgot what card this is. Is it? Oh, hold on. It's 4. The Sword 126. Oh, it's the Four of Swords. Yeah, Four of Swords. Okay, since I have it open, I'm just going to read from the book to see what it says. Believe it or not, ever since I got this tarot deck, I never cracked open the book once. So the Four of Swords reminds us of the importance of rest and recovery. We cannot expect our minds or bodies to function efficiently without the quiet time we need to recharge. Meditation, sleep, and personal space are all part of this equation. A man rests his head and let his mind go free. A stairway leads through his head and colorful clouds flow out. The only way to access these colorful ideas and the path to our inner consciousness is through rest and meditation. The city skyline is lit below him, glowing and glistening with life. It's not easy to resist the distractions of our waking life, but personal growth and rejuvenation only come when we force ourselves into a more quiet position. Take a step back, give yourself some space, let yourself rest, and take a break. If left unchecked, the world will leave your wheels spinning in your head in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotion. It's up to you to take the time you need to recharge. Okay, so the message here from the cards with this Four of Swords is to rest. For you to take a rest for this month of July and not to think too much, overthink too much about this relationship. Because if you look at the illustration here, this sword is just coming down, this 3 spikes here. I know, but the energy of this card is conveying something of a heavy burden or just a sense of worry or concern. Yeah, so let's get some more what they have to say. What other messages would you like Pisces to know for the month of July? What can they expect? Knight of Pentacles. You can expect money to come through for you, but it will be a slow process though. Whatever your work, your career that you are doing right now at this time, that you are waiting for the results of it, any monetary gains, it will come. You will eventually have that gradually, but not all at once though. It's going to come a little bit here. You'll have income or money flowing in from all directions, for a little bit from here and a little bit from there, you know, just in increments at a time, but not all at once in a lump sum, so to speak. For the month of July, in the first week, there will be a news of that. Victorious. What else? The Justice. For those of you who are in an imbalanced relationship, or a relationship that only you are the one that's giving, or vice versa, take it as how it resonates, there will be justice coming through with that situation where the scales will be balanced. Because I'm very attuned to the balance, the scale here, and how this side is weighed down more so than this. It's not balanced. So there's an imbalance in this situation, that there will be justice for the month of July. I just noticed this. I've never noticed this before. At the bottom of the card here, there's a number that says drawing number 63 down here. And then the other one, it has drawing number 30, drawing number 37. So with the 63, with the first card, 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 marks the ending of a chapter, like tying up loose ends, just wrapping things up. Okay, and then after that, you can rest. I feel like for some of you who comes on here asking about your romantic situation or your love relationship, you might have to come to certain decisions, as I said before. If there is uncertainty in this relationship that you have, if you see the potential in it, you can continue on and try to pursue it and make things work. But if you don't see, or perhaps maybe you want it to happen, to work out, but you just don't see, like the future or the prospect of it is dim, then you would have to make the decision to cut your losses and just close down that chapter and and step away from that, instead of focusing your attention on it, and just staying in your head space about it. Yeah, you need to release, make a decision, and rest. Take a step back and take a rest from that, because it's not healthy to be obsessed about something, about anything actually, but particularly with love relationships, people are more likely obsessed with. And then this justice, I feel like it has to do with this love relationship for half of you, and then for the other half it might be something to do with money coming in. As I said before, you're waiting on some source of money that you've worked hard for, and there's been a delay in that, but eventually you will have that, but it's not going to be a large lump sum. It's going to be an increment, and that's why this justice card is out here. The scale will be balanced. Knight of Wands is about taking action, rushing in and taking action on something. But the facial expression of this woman here in this card is very, to me, I feel like she's very confident and happy, and she's looking to the future. And I'm drawn to the red color of her hair. It's very fiery. She's a very fiery, passionate person. Okay, I'm saying the pronoun she, but takes it as how it resonates with your situation. If you're a man, switch it up. This is, after all, an energy reading. So the message, because of how it's, let's see. The way it's laid here on the table, it's different if I were to show it to you like this. But I sense there's a message in the arrangement of it though. Like when it's laid on the table here, you would see that this face is facing the opposite direction from this face. They're facing opposite of each other, okay, with their back towards each other. The Four of Swords is calling, so yeah, they're facing away from each other. With this Four of Swords, it's calling for you to rest, whereas the Knight of Wands is like, once you rest, we can get going and start taking action on our pursuit, right? Whatever that may be, whether it's love, relationship, or personal spiritual growth, or even career involving in your work. But then when I show it to you like this, they're facing each other. The message, oh my gosh, it's very convoluted. But because it's going to sound a bit silly, I'm sorry, you can hear Lucky upstairs. Hopefully there won't be any interruptions. But the message here, despite the fact that the genders are not the same gender, whereas this is a man, this is a woman, but I sense that the energy is of the same person, which is you, okay? So Spirit is saying, you know, like you're taking a look at yourself as if you're looking at a third person. I guess that's the energy that I'm feeling, that I'm sensing, is that you're kind of reflecting on your situation, on your problem, as if you're observing it from a third person perspective, because this woman is looking at this man, right? This card right here. Perhaps in your mind, you're trying to be detached and not involve your emotions on it so much, but rather just looking at the situation objectively. Because when someone is, you know, if you have a third party looking into your situation, they can be more accurate because they're not emotionally involved. They're just like looking at what is presented before them, you know, objectively, without being biased. And I feel that's the energy here, is that you're trying to analyze a situation in an objective way. And then when the cards is facing me like this card is, they have their back towards each other. It's kind of saying that once you objectively analyze the situation, you can then take action. So yeah. So where was I? So yeah, right now you're objectively trying to look at the situation as a third person, you know, as an outsider looking in. And then from there, you can take whatever it is, data that you've collected or information that you've accrued, and apply it and take action towards it, whether it's in a relationship or in work, or even resolving your own personal issue that is holding you back at the moment. I feel like it has something to do with emotions, this situation that you're dealing with. Because Pisces are very sensitive people. They're very sensitive and highly intellectual and psychic too as well. Because they're so sensitive, they're like, you know, the water sign of the zodiac. And they're able to read people quite easily. And I sense that you, my viewers, are like that, possess those traits and characteristics. Perhaps there are people surrounding you at the time that's making you suspicious, and so you're feeling uncertain about them. What draws me in also is this blindfold here over the justice's eye. It's like maybe you're not quite certain of the particular situation or people that is surrounding you. Doesn't necessarily have to be love related, but just people in general, friends, family, that you feel that you need to watch your back around because you don't necessarily trust them because they've done something to you in the past that shows that they're not trustworthy. Um, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Oh, this groundhog. Is this a groundhog? It's so cute. I feel like you for some of you, you almost feel, whether a man or a woman, okay, you feel like this person, that going back to the love relationship, this person is your soulmate. You know, I sense that some of you have been single for practically most of your life, or you've had relationships here and there, but it's nothing serious, you know, and it didn't last very long. And with this person that you're dealing with, that you're having this uncertainty with, your doubts, or even your not knowing where things are going, I sense that it's not bad for a lot of you. It's just that you have your opinions and they have theirs, and you're just kind of like trying to find a common ground to stand on with one another. And you feel like there's this spark, because you feel like you've never felt like this with anyone else, but with this person you do. You feel like you want to give them a chance. Or just settle down with them as a family and in a marriage. And then this Three of Pentacles also ties in with the Knight of Pentacles as well, in that your business it will require for you to collaborate or to work or in partnership with someone. You can't do it on your own. For those of you who are thinking along the lines of wanting to create or start up your own business, I sense that I can't help but notice this like facial, like this happy face, the facial expression of this groundhog. This one, it looks very happy, and it has its friends, and it's like friends coming together. Maybe you're Pisceans, you're very attractive to people. Like, people are drawn to you. It doesn't take much for you to make friends. Everyone wants to be friends with you, I feel. Okay, you're very generous, very giving, and very cool and spontaneous. And then you're like a daredevil. Even some of you might even be like, has this streak about you that is a daredevil. You know, I see some of you might even have a motorcycle. You could be riding your motorcycles, and you like to do tricks on motorcycles. Or if you're, you know, not that of age, but you're a teenage watching this, you could like to ride your bicycles and do tricks and stunts and things like that. Or if you're a YouTuber doing content creator, you could be someone who is what is that called, like those people where they leap from one building to the next building to the next building, you know. They're very agile. I forgot what that is. Maybe some of my viewers watching this, you could have interest in those type of activities, those types of sports. A very, very active person, you know, very outgoing as well. And you've spent your entire life just experiencing and doing, and you've seen a lot, you know, you've garnered a lot of experiences in your single years. But now you're ready to settle down. And whatever it is that you're thinking about doing at this point in time is going to steadily bring in income for you. And it's going to be quite stable as well. With this Justice card, I'm hearing your hard work will be paid off. in one way or the other. And hard work doesn't necessarily depict just in finances and career, but also in other aspects of your life as well. It could be something with your spiritual growth, because Pisceans, they're, despite appearances, they're quite spiritual people. They're very spiritual people, and they draw from that in the way they interact with people. They draw from that spiritual space, okay? And they're the type to, you know, like, they're generous, but if you show your true colors to them, or are not reciprocating the same energy as them, or behave in such a way that makes them feel that you don't trust them, or that that you're not sincere or authentic, or giving them the same energy that they're giving you, they're very quick to cut you out of their life. They don't even want to associate with you anymore. You know, that's just another side of Pisces. That's how they are. They'll just like cut you out and pretend like they don't know you, or they don't want. And they're very because they're sensitive, sometimes they can have an emotional outburst out of the blue, or if you say something that is like gets under their skin, you know. At first they are tolerant of that. They'll like try to keep it under wraps. They might try to let it roll down their back and not pay minds to it. But if you do it consistently enough, like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, then they will like just lash out at you and be loud and very boisterous, okay? And they will tell you of all the of your flaws too. They will like throw it in your face, all right, and call you a hypocrite. If you are a hypocrite, they will let you know. I saw the sun here, so that depicts happiness on the horizon, and then I also see this with a 10 of Cups, happiness in family relations, or even in the relationships, you know, with this 3 of Pentacles. And yeah, I can't talk. The decision that you are making will lead to happiness, to the sun and the 10 of Cups, and even to marriage for some of you if it's pertaining to love relationships. Because I know like Pisces are very careful with their feelings as well. They want to make sure that the person that they are investing and wanting to be in their life forever, say, right, in a marriage, they take their time. And I feel like some of you might be already like in your 30s or late 20s, you know, and they get some, select few, not all, get married at a young age, or either they get married at a young age or later in life. That's the two scenario that I get from here. And pregnancy. Oh, why do I say pregnancy? And then you'll have this Empress, and this Empress, I said, why did I say you'll have this Empress and pregnancy and all that stuff? So I mean, abundance is coming towards you in this month of July, in the first week. This energy of abundance, this energy of happiness, this energy of clarification, energy of clarification of everything coming together. You know, you just need to rest, I feel, for you Pisces. And then you like this abundance here in love, relationship, everything, work, career, money, justice. And I'm also hearing for some, like, if you are accruing good deeds, you will be paid, be rewarded with this Sun and 10 of Cups and the Empress. And what I'm feeling is that a lot of you, you know, if you're watching this, you're more than likely spiritual in one way or the other, whether it's a lot, like you're deep into it, or whether you're starting out, okay? And And I sense that you're the type to lend a helping hand. Like if you see someone, or if you see an elderly, trying to carry this 25 pack of water into her car, and she's struggling, and you're the type to go up and lend a helping hand to her and help her carry that pack of water and put it in her car, And your good deeds is going to be rewarded. You're going to be rewarded for this month of July. And everything will go well for you. Good energies with love. Despite the fact for some of you there might be uncertainty in your love relationship with the person, but it just takes time. It just calls for you to take a step back and look at things objectively from a third person point of view. And then from there you can decide whatever you want to do next, but it also calls for you to rest. Spirit wants you to take that rest. Don't think too much, because sometimes when you think too much on a subject or on something, it just seems like it's clouding up your judgment even more. So by resting, it would help to clear your mind, and you can come back to it and look at it from an objective point of view. But this is all good energy for you. You got the Sun, you got the Ten of Cups, you got the Empress, abundance on the horizon, clarity in a particular situation, whether it's in love. But I feel strongly with love relationship more than anything else. But there are, for some of you, with career, there will be success on that front, on that front too. It doesn't matter if you receive it in increments, but as long as it's consistent and stable, that's all that matters, right? In comparison to a lump sum. Lump sums are good too, but getting paid in increments and over a consistent period of time is even better to me, I think. But yeah, let's do some clarifying or advice card. What advice Spirit have for you? All right, I'm using this Voice of the Trees oracle. When I saw that, it just spoke to me. It just spoke to me, and I'm like, I gotta have it. Let me buy it, and I bought it. And the end. But yeah, Spirit, what advice do you have for my Pisceans for the month of July? What do they need to be aware of? What do they need to release? What do they need to work on? The good, the bad, the ugly. Not that many here. I just want 3 total, or 4 max, but not all of that. Thank you. Transformation, action. Okay. And then we also have the Knight of Wands, which is also about action, taking action in your endeavors, in your life. So you're working. So again, this is another card to confirm all of this here. The Sun, the Ten of Cups, the Empress, your abundance. You're working hard. Whatever that you are doing right now, career-wise, trying to get this higher up position, or moving to a whole new company entirely, or just trying to start up a new business, or even for some who already have some form of a business, it's going quite well. You might not see a lot of money coming through, but you're seeing gradual increase in income coming through. Because what caught my attention is this man is sharpening his arrowhead, on his weapon. And then the sun in the background is just beaming between the 2 trees there. And I'm sensing, and then this whole background of the grass and the trees, the greenery, the sceneries, the skies is just very green. And green is associated with money, with abundance, with wealth. So keep up your hard work and you will be rewarded. You will be well rewarded. And this keyhole is has been catching my attention for a while. it's, you're trying to get into something. Like, you're trying to get in something. Spirit, can you clarify the keyhole in the Knight of Pentacles, please, for me? What does that mean? There's a message there for you too. I sense that there's something there, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, trying to get in to a position, maybe? A position or like a club of sort, or be a part of something. You're trying to gain entry into some kind of a club or organization, or become a member of something. And growth, beginnings. Growth, beginning. To clarify that. So yeah, it's trying to you're trying to plant a seed. Perhaps you want a new beginning, or something with what else? Please clarify. Challenge and justice. Again, you got the Justice card twice. So we have transformation, action, growth, beginnings, and challenge and justice. And I'm drawn to the mask on here, where there's like, something is not what it seems. As I was saying earlier, how you're not trusting your surrounding environment, the people that's around you. But at the end, you will gain justice. And you will be filled with abundance and happiness. You're trying to create this new beginning with someone. I feel like someone, as I was saying before, this love relationship thing that you have going on. Yeah, the keyhole is like wanting to unlock their heart, wanting to know what is in their heart and how they're feeling about you. Yes, exactly, yeah. And another message coming through is that perhaps for some of you, your love relationships and your career or your ways of making money is coming into conflict with each other. Perhaps in your love relationship, as I said earlier, you guys, for those of you who are in a distance relationship that are living far apart from each other, or not even far apart from each other, but a relationship in which the other one requires them to travel a lot, and they don't really have time to spend with you that much, and you're not really liking that too much, and that's putting a strain on your relationship. And because of that, some of you probably And because of that, some of you will probably decide to leave the relationship altogether and agree to go separate ways and go on a journey of this new beginning for yourself. Like planting your seeds somewhere else. Because the foundation of the relationship that you're in right now is not stable. I'm so sorry that I'm not, going faster than this. I do want to go fast, but it's just like, as I'm receiving information or messages, it's more of like an energy of a feeling that I sense inside. And sometimes I would see certain words or, so as I'm going along, I'm trying to decipher the energies and putting words, associate words with it. So it takes some time, and I don't want to relay the wrong messages, which is the reason why it's like very choppy in the way I present the messages. I'm so sorry about that. I'll do better. I'll try to practice and be more attuned to the messages that's coming through. But that is what I see. Oh, I see here, like with this Justice card, this axe right here is very prominent. As I was saying, the mask, the person wearing a mask is like hiding behind a bush, as if, but it gives me a feeling of there's someone that you need to watch out for, that doesn't have your best interest at heart, and you need to be careful around them because they're trying to plot against you. Because I feel the energy that I'm getting with the axe is that it's of something negative. It's not positive at all. It's quite scary, as a matter of fact. So you need to be really careful. Yeah, this is what I have for you. You're very abundant. Abundance is coming to you, and there are people around you who are jealous, and you need to be aware of that. Which I think is the reason why you are taking a step back and looking at this situation objectively. It could be in any situation. It could be in any, whether it's in your workplace, whether it's within your own family, or with love relationships, I feel. But I'm getting along the line of like a friend or relatives, like that aren't really close, cousins. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Or even this person that you are wanting to pursue. They might not be who they say they are. They might not, because again, earlier I was doing the quote in relationships. It's over the internet for some of you, and you might not even have seen or spoke with each other on video chat or anything like that. You're just like texting back and forth, So yeah, this is what I have for you. This is the message from Spirit for the month of July, for the first week of July. I hope it resonates, and if anything that I've said has been triggering, I apologize. And yeah, if this resonates, feel free to like and comment, and I hope you have a great day, great night, wherever you may be. And I hope that everything goes according to your plan, and everything works out for you as your heart desire. All right, and I will leave you with that, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.